Welcome to Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Sam Levitt's Furniture. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, here with Greg Hansen. Greg, sneaking up on us here Monday, Major League Baseball's annual draft. A handful of U of A players and Southern Arizonans are certain to be taken. We'll talk about Kevin Newman, Scott Kingery, U of A standouts who are going to be first or second round picks. But we talk about this every year, Greg. The Major League Draft is such a crapshoot. You never really know who you draft is going to turn into who you think they can be.
And it's been improved too, because they used to have a secondary draft,
right? And
half those guys would never sign,
right?
So now there's more predictability in baseball draft than ever,
right?
But it's still, unlike the NFL and the NBA, it's a wild guess.
What's so crazy, I saw something on social media yesterday, was Joe McGrain, former U of A standout, now with MLB Network, tweeted how he found out he was drafted, and it was a telegram. This was not 100 years ago, Greg.
No,
this
I was covering the team that year.
He found out via telegram that he had been drafted.
Well, he's from a small town in Kentucky. Maybe they didn't have services.
A guy riding a thoroughbred horse just told him as he rode by. Greg, when we talk about some of the better baseball players to ever come out of Southern Arizona, you don't always have to be taken in the first couple rounds to guarantee success.
No, but that helps, doesn't it?
It sure does.
I went to a Sabino playoff game at Amphi High School one day to see J.J. Hardy play, and all I had to do was watch infield practice, and went, holy cow, there's nobody like that.
Yeah.
And then when I got here early in my career here, I went to a Saguaro baseball game, and they had Sammy Khalifa playing shortstop, and the ASU coach then, the legendary Jim Brock, had told me that guy might be the first overall pick in the draft, and I thought he was just feeding me a bunch.
Right.
I went and watched Sammy Khalifa play, and it was the same thing. Just instinctually, I went, wow, I've never seen a guy like that.
You know what my moment with that was when I was our high school's editor. I covered a game between Sierra Vista Buena and Tucson High. Pitching for Sierra Vista Buena that day was Donnie Veal. Pitching for Tucson High that day was Tom Wilhelmsen. Now, they've taken circuitous paths, but as of right now, today, both are in the big leagues. Yep. Donnie Veal is a reliever for the Braves. Tom Wilhelmsen had a nice escape last night for the Mariners against your New York Yankees, though the Yankees went on to win the game. Both of those guys, you look at them and you go, oh yeah, okay, yes. 6'5", throwing 95, big leaguer. And it worked out.
Same thing I thought when Joe McGrain showed up at Arizona. A big, stylish left-hander.
Right.
Looked like Sandy Koufax.
Yeah.
Handsome, movie star, handsome guy. I remember I watched him pitch the first game, and he pitched a no-hitter against Cal Fullerton, which was like #1 in the nation.
Right.
I remember thinking, this guy's Major League All-Star.
Yeah.
And he won a World Series Game 7, didn't he?
Yeah. What I think is so funny, Greg, and we'll wrap up with this, every once in a while, the guy who might not even be the best player on his own team grows into a great big leaguer. The thing that jumps out at me is Trevor Hoffman. Was a shortstop at Arizona, converts to a pitcher in the minor leagues, and is, for my money, the greatest closer of all time. You will say Mariano Rivera, and then we will argue. But, there's different guys like that. You had Casey Candell at Arizona.
Walk-on.
Yeah, walk-on. Craig Lefferts at Arizona.
Nobody.
And, you just...
Jack Howell.
Jack Howell.
Walk-on. Set out, didn't even play baseball after he left Palo Verde for 2 years.
Wow. And then you look this week, obviously, the new version of that, to me at least, is Scott Kingery. Scott Kingery was a walk-on.
Yeah. The
Arizona baseball program is now the Pac-12 Player of the Year and likely to be a first-round pick.
But when you watch him on TV, you go, really?
Yes. Has the greatest nickname of anybody at Arizona right now.
What is it?
Scotty Jetpack.
Mickey's better.
He's fast. That'll do it for this episode of Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Sam Levitt's Furniture. For Greg Hansen, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.